I think it'd be really nice if Rome, New York, or Oneida County had a big air show again here at Griffiss. I mean, it certainly would attract the tourists, and I mean, make it like a 2-day event. Of course, if you're not going to make the amount of money on the event that, you know, you're going to have to spend to get the aircraft here, well, then obviously don't bother. But I think for a one-time event, maybe, you know, like once every 5 years, have an air show back on Griffiss, that would really bring the people in, and make it a multi-day event. Have like, I don't know, have the Blue Angels perform 2 days in a row, or have the, by the way, I'm sure the country of Iran and Afghanistan really know what this is. Griffiss was the very first military Air Force Base to receive the air-launched cruise missile for deployment. And as you can see, they are working on it to get the aircraft back on its foundation. It's hard to believe that a big aircraft like this, and this is just the shell of the airplane, but an F-2 Tornado just managed to completely spin it right off its foundation. I mean, that must have been, I mean, if the people over at that house saw that, that must have been quite the event. By the way, can we get a new flag on the pole here for the Mohawk Valley? Joseph Joe Fusco, Etherton. This is new. Interesting. Of course, Griffiss is named after Townsend E. Griffiss. I just like the sound it makes. Try to show some respect when you're around here and just don't walk on this. It's really not meant for walking on. Got a baseball game going. And all that is the damage, is the B-52. The Mohawk Valley was dragged off its foundation. Yeah, part of this just bent and hit the ground, and yeah, it just dragged it. As you can see, this is part of the fuselage tank, and that was damaged from the storm last year, July 16th, 2024. And here's the wheels, and the wheels were just of the wing were just literally ripped off. When this aircraft is filled with fuel, these wheels support the wing from being, well, basically ripped off. When the aircraft is empty, these wheels don't even hit the tarmac. Especially during landing they might, but it's only for a short time. Gravity. And I don't think this week's weather is really going to help. Thunderstorms and some heavy downpours, which are going to turn all this into mud. As you can see, it still has the old version of the gun turret. B-52s eventually had the gun turret, I believe, completely removed, but the newer B-52s, the B-52H models, I believe have a single gun on the back. Not too sure what it is. I believe it's a 20 millimeter. But this is completely automated gun, and it can also be controlled by the crew in the B-52, but it can also be fully automatic. Something. As you can see, that's some major work going on here. I was watching a TV a TV show back from, I'd have to say the late 80s, early 90s. Well, I'll say the late 80s. It was an old TV movie about nuclear holocaust, but as the B-52s were taking off, there was a scene of B-52s with the Statue of Liberty on the tail taking off. And I said, gee, they're showing a little glimpse of the 416th Bomb Wing. And yeah, the pigeons tend to make the engine nacelles their little home, as well as the wheel base. But this is another wing area that got damaged from the storm. As you can see, bent and just ripped. I mean, the power it would have took to do that, just to rip the landing wheels. And thankfully this tornado didn't hit when the 416th bomb wing. I mean, if the 416th bomb wing were still here and this tornado went through, oof. It would have cost taxpayers a lot of money. Wonder how MPs keep pigeons off the B-52. Maybe they just shoot them, tase them, pepper spray them, put a owl on top of the parked B-52 so pigeons don't go landing on them. That's actually a smart idea. I think that's what the group that maintains this B-52 here in Rome should do. Once they get it fixed, put a couple owls right inside the engine area, the intakes, You know, maybe one on each, put one in near the landing gear area. Doesn't have to be a big owl, it can be a small owl. But, you know, a little statue of them. And that'll keep the pigeons away. Just an idea. Usually every